Syracuse in this second round matchup. A trip to the Sweet 16.
Her today.
Meanwhile, a big night tonight for Connecticut senior Fudd.
All at once to the People's Princess here in stores.
Good stuff, Holly. Between UConn and Syracuse is underway in store. UConn has won 27 straight games against Syracuse as Potts in and out on a secures the glass. As we take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Capital One. Strong, Fudd, Arnold, Shade, and Will.
First possession.
Fudd knocks it away, chasing after it. Fudd dishes and Shade lays it in. The rebound for Strong. Here comes Connecticut. Looking to pack a punch early here. Strong at three. Halfway down in pop. And says Flau'Jae misses again. Dug up by Thompson, who will lay it in.
Rodman, she doesn't care if she shoots or scores.
Strong, aggressive again, and hits. Potts held up. Possession arrow belongs to Connecticut. On Saturday, hit her first 5 threes. Fudd can't hit. Shade battling with Schmidt, and it last hit. Here's Strong. Arnold takes the three. Look out. Gives it back. Strong fires and hits. Misses again. Fudd swiftly up the floor. Fudd, a little shake, and the reverse. Timeout. Flau'Jae guarded by Sarah Williams. Flau'Jae elevates and hits.
He's still able to get to that 17-foot jumper.
Fudd connects. There she does in her final game here at Gamble. Flau'Jae again in that mid-range. Sarah Williams tips it to UConn. Fudd, the pull-up. Won't go. And Uche. Here's Arnold with Strong to her right. Strong can't lay it in, doesn't get the whistle. Shade will finish it in the second quarter to change that game. At a career-high 15 points. Fudd, backdoor, what a delivery from Williams. Arnold weaving, dishing, Strong will take the mid-range and hit. For the point?
No, well, let's pretend they were.
Yeah.
I love that the stats were done by
6th steal for UConn already. Fudd lobs it in. Blanca Quiñones banked out for the year here with the team, but no chance of returning this season, and so trying to get it done. Ball handler by committee. Getting it back. Kaylee Heckel leaning and dropping it in. Down for Strong. Heckel has a lot of speed. And Quiñones gets free to lay it in. It was decided by single digits. That was earlier this season against Michigan. Fudd, what a move, leaning and hitting. Banner behind us shortly, don't worry. Flau'Jae missed it left. Heckel skies in for the... Here's Strong, motoring, kicking, Fudd, you bet! Tonight. Strong, another steal, then gets fouled hard by Velez. Cross court, Shade in the corner, can't hit. Quiñones trying to get a hand on it, Shade buries it.
These are tough shots they're hitting.
Filia can't stick it. Thompson the rebound. Burrows at the horn. No. And that'll Saturday. The shooting much different in the first quarter tonight against Syracuse. Closing the quarter on a 19-2 dishes into the corner. Shade a three. Missed it short. Rebound tipped by Williams. Gets it back. Sarah Williams finds the cutter. Zabel. He was a little perturbed by things. Not with us, though. He's always wonderful with us. Fudd connects. Strong, Arnold, Sarah Williams, Ali Zabel, and AZ Fudd. The 5 for UConn. Here's Strong off the little pass from Arnold laying it in. Potts trying to find an angle. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch. Dishing. Fudd Not that time. Strong the offensive board. Dishes in traffic. Williams somehow snuck it in.
Well, Sarah Williams was actually nervous coming into this NCAA tournament. She went into Gino Auriemma's office to talk to him, and he said, "What's going on?" She said, "Coach, I'm..."
Fudd starred in the first round, turns it over here. Quiñones weaving through traffic and laying it in. Bounces in, Strong. Backs it out, will take. She got it. And the second most all-time, which is not active, is Tennessee with 27 straight. Fudd. Here's Quiñones, left alone, why not?
Really good job.
13 turnovers for the Orange. Fudd dishes, Quiñones connects.
Fouls in the first half.
Easy.
Coach Auriemma's not going to let that happen again.
No, he's not. Fudd, you bet! 10 minutes without scoring. It is a 31-0 run. Velez finally in.
Could be vulnerable the way they shot the ball in the first round. Not so much tonight.
And Gino Auriemma has told us, look, if we are playing our best. Dishing, good touch pass from Shade. Back to Fudd. How about the mid-range? Oh, yeah. A little bit of every. Another steal for Connecticut. 15 Syracuse turnovers. Williams bounces. Quiñones lays it in. It's Williams for UConn. Heckel dishes. Fudd one more. Again. Easy. You got to give it to Fudd, right? Heckel mid-range. That wasn't what the people wanted. That's why I told you to cut your nails. He told us this story the other day. Azia Gondraman said, 4 seconds left in the half. Scott? No. What a half from the defending champ. The rebound. The other thing Connecticut did in that first half was force 16 turnovers. Here's Fudd, little pull-up. Pick it up.
Of course, this is a demoralizing situation right now, but she just tried to breathe some confidence into her players and say, listen, let's not worry about are we scoring. Let's worry about how we're...
That, they're almost impossible. And that was as good a half as UConn has played all season. Schmidt. Off front rim.
Per game. Sometimes the opponent doesn't matter with the when UConn is just...
Tonight. Strong will fire. Back iron it off. Long rebound. Tilts up. Here is Flau'Jae. Turning. Can't hit. Rebound. Last. Nice steal. Good flick ahead as well. Journey Thompson will lay it in. Arnold had Fudd in the corner. Now finds her. Oh my!
For the Cuse.
Schmidt buries that one. Here's Strong. Shade lets it fly. That one's off. Arnold the rebound. Celia leaning and hitting.
I like that. Clear out the left side of the floor.
Open at the top of the key. Here's Filia. Little leaner is good for Layla Filia. Already in the third quarter. Here's Filia. Dipping in. Doesn't get the roll. Look out. Fudd cuts. Dishes. Good movement here. Extra feed. Zabel. Can't hit. Quiñones the rebound and a jump ball.
Right here in Gamble Pavilion.
Wow, Ollie. Terrific stuff. Looks like it's going to be beautiful. I hope they keep the Epcot roof because it really is lovely.
Keep this Epcot look, but they're improving these tiles so there's better acoustics. So the people who are on a similar coating. So yes, they are getting new acoustic tiles.
Very nice. After Connecticut had a 65-12 lead at the half. Syracuse on a little 11-0-73 as Kentucky advances to the Sweet 16. Quiñones buries the three. Filia off the mark. Strong the rebound. And
kind of a deficit, but they continue to work.
These two coaches have so much respect for one another as well. Coach Jack respects the way he goes about his work, and those two have had a good relationship since he recruited her. Fudd again! UConn's record for points in a tournament game, 40 by Paige Beckers last year. With 34 points, doing so in her final game in this building. Creeping down, looking for an angle, got gobbled up by Quiñones. Quiñones bowls it ahead beautifully to Heckel. Pace for the second most assists per game in Division I history. Only Villanova kicks it out. Quiñones, eyes up. Quiñones has a deflected, Strong will dump it in. Let's check in with Fudd, loses the handle there. Flau'Jae off the steal, will lay it in for Syracuse. And that game here in Stores has matched a career high with 8 made threes, 34 points as we begin the fourth quarter of this second round game. UConn
to cheer for her and when he puts her back on the bench.
That's right. Zabel knocks in the three, 13-3 of the night, as any team you will see. As Scott drops it in. What could be a really interesting team next year. Quiñones bounces to Strong. Strong gets fouled. Although
best player in the country.
Right.
Sarah Strong is the best player in the country.
It's a great point. As good as they are, They are an incredible team.
Something to behold.
3 assists for Sarah Strong, who really set the tone. She came out of the gate so aggressive in the first quarter, something that Burrows can't hit the 3. Here's Arnold with haste. KK Arnold like a blur. Flau'Jae doesn't get the roll. Rebound, bounces around and laid in. Arnold into the paint, leaves it. El Alfie will lay it in. Rebound kept alive by Flau'Jae. She will fire off the mark. Burrow's been very scrappy in this second. Hawkins, a little swivel, leaning across her body, couldn't finish it. But has had a really strong year for the Orange, had a huge kick performance in the first round.
She had to lay face down for a week, couldn't move, had a patch over her eye for 2 months, and what
that she can elevate and score over defenders, solid defensively as well.
Flau'Jae elevates and banks it in.
3-9-9-3, same forwards and backwards, gotta love it.
And gotta circle it while it lasts. Flau'Jae off the steal in the fourth after scoring 34 points through the first 3 quarters, matching a career high. Also 8 for a long time. Did a great job at Buffalo. Finally got the chance here. Talked to people around the program. They've just loved what she has done.
Dynamic personality, Coach Jack.
Zabel, back ironing off. Cooper the rebound.
Did get to watch her play and play against Virginia for a few years after she was the Big East Freshman of the Year.
Tonight, knowing that the headline,
realizing that this is your last time playing in front of a crowd where you've been somewhere for 5 years and really struggle, and that certainly was not the case.
She is unbothered. Gino told us she gets to her spots and she makes her shots. As Heckel hits the Husky season was going to be Heckel, KK Arnold.
If UConn shoots the ball the way they did today, especially in the first half, I don't know what an opponent is going to do to game plan against them.
Scott, here's Scott has had. UConn is headed to a 32nd straight Sweet 16.